Welcome back to the channel. Today, something explore, something. Sorry, I got thrown off because we're checking out BABYMETAL, something they just released a couple days ago from when I'm recording this. But there's not a lot of text for me to go with that I can read. BABYMETAL, FUWAMOCO cover hololive, something. I don't know these words, but I like BABYMETAL. And this is a cover song of BABYMETAL, like someone covering BABYMETAL. I think that's what I'm getting myself into. See, I don't pre-watch videos. I take suggestions from you guys or whatever YouTube suggests based on the things that you guys have suggested to me before, because this channel is only used for reacting to stuff that you guys send me. So we're in the trusting hands of the YouTube algorithm. Let's see how it goes. I like BABYMETAL. If we're covering BABYMETAL, like... This is Gimme Chocolate? Okay, Gimme Chocolate's like one of the best songs ever. So, all right, hold on. We're doing a Gimme Chocolate cover, which is what we're doing. This could go really well or really bad. The first red flag is we're doing it exactly like the original. I tend to not want people to do a cover song exactly like the original because you're not going to be as good as the original. Or even if you are, it's going to be different in a way that's not satisfying. I like people to reinvent it, but maybe we'll get a good kind of karaoke feel and we'll get to listen to something that feels like Gimme Chocolate, which is one of the greatest songs ever, so I couldn't be mad at that. Yeah, this is right now just a one-to-one recreation. Obviously, it's got texture differences because it's not the same exact instrumental, but they're just trying to recreate the instrumental, doing a pretty good job of it. Are these like VTubers or something? These seem like VTuber type avatars. I literally know nothing about what I'm clicking on, guys, clearly. Come on, give me those nice kawaii sounds. Or however you say it. Ooh, we were okay. We were okay. It was a little muddy. The mix is a little muddy. Like on the right and left panning vocals, there was some mud. Okay, mud means that you haven't cut out the bass frequencies from the vocals correctly and you haven't boosted and compressed the higher frequencies in the vocals. Audio engineering is important, kids. So those vocals were muddy, but it was acceptable. This lead singing voice is struggling. It's very muddy, which is not pleasant, especially once you start singing and you're not just doing like the... I can't fucking speak Japanese, I'm sorry. But once you start like actually singing, it's way more important for the vocals to not be muddy. But in addition to that, this is really pitchy. And just the cadence is the way you sing, is not that appealing. It's almost like she's still kind of stuck in that cutesy sort of sound that they do in the spoken word parts, which just doesn't fit because this is supposed to be sung more like a pop star sort of thing. If you're doing a one-to-one recreation, you should keep it like the original, right? Because that's what you're going to be compared to. So very rough vocals here. There's not a lot to like right now for the lead vocal part here. Yeah, I didn't like that. It was pitchy. The cutesy vocals there just didn't feel quite right. Yeah, that didn't sit well, and it was mixed bad. The way that they're inflecting their voices make me feel like these are VTubers, though. It's very VTube type of cutesy voices, which makes me sus of the whole VTube community. I'm not gonna lie. If you're in or around the VTube community, you're on my watch list, if not someone else's, because there's You know, I think most of it's probably just harmless depression and things draw people to that, but there's something else there that I don't want you around parks. I'll just put it that way. You know, like family parks with children. This instrumental is so nice though. See, this part, it's muddy, but it works because it's just kind of the spoken word part, but we're going to get into these vocals again. Singing. I'm sure the fans of this loved watching their, because I've got to assume these are VTubers at this point. And I'm sure the fans loved seeing their VTube, the heroes cover this song, but as just a lover of music, I'm in a significant amount of personal pain. The bada bada bada. I don't know how you messed that up with how synthy it is, but they felt a little off. Once they harmonized, it was okay. I've always felt like this song could have used some growls in some of the musical breaks. So, like, if I see someone cover this song, change it a little. Get some growls in the breaks or do it in a slightly different style. But it's just karaoke nights. Honestly, this does feel like what I would imagine it would be like if, like, 3 girls got up on stage who knew Japanese and decided to do Gimme Chocolate at karaoke. They each had a microphone. Like, even the mix quality kind of feels like that. Aside from the one part that's all auto-tuned and warbly. Because that's the aesthetic of the song. This does feel like just some people just at karaoke doing this. And so if they're your friends, you know, like people think VTubers are their friends because of parasocial relationships, you'll be like hyped to see that. Like, oh my God, they're doing it at karaoke, and you'll be all happy. But then like the drunk old man in the bar, that's me, who doesn't care who these people are, is just gonna be like, fuck, I used to like this song, but you're ruining it. Oh, she got worse. She got worse at this spot. Oh! Alright, the harmonies are hiding her voice a little. The harmonies aren't helping anymore. Ah, it hurts. Ah. Melodyne's not expensive. Use that for some pitch, note by note pitch correcting. If this was pitch corrected and still sounds like this, I do not want to hear what it sounded like before pitch correction. There might be some light pitch correction here, but not enough. Not enough. Oh God. Of course, pitch correction wouldn't help the cadence, but it would make it more tolerable. You hear that? Bah! Like you could even hear where the auto-tune is like struggling to tune these notes to the right spot at here where it's obviously auto-tuned. Singing is not the strong suit of whomstever is responsible for this. Now, if this is like a musical artist and that's their whole thing, and they're not like a VTuber that happened to do a cover song, that would be one of the worst things to ever find out in my life. But I have to assume that this is someone that did a cover song just for fun for their fans, and they're not a musician by trade. And if they are, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me these days. there's so many people that they just follow musicians because they like their personality, or they think that they're going to be able to have sex with them if they listen to their music, or some other weird reason, and they have no ear for music, and like they can listen to the vocals like that and it doesn't grate their ears because they can't hear pitch. You know, they're tone deaf. But still, this gave me the vibe that these are not musicians. But if they are, that's tragic. Anyway, see you later.